So this is going to be something new for us this year. We're going to try to film everything that we do at a reenactment. Try to get everything we do at a reenactment, whether that's just everyday camp life, whether that's our battle reenactments that we do, the living histories that we do. My idea behind this is to do historical videos as well, to give you guys useful historical information on the guns, on how Civil War soldiers lived during the Civil War in camp. This year we are in Apollo, Pennsylvania, for our spring muster. It's the very end of April. Jeremiah, he's going to help me out with my filming, right? Yes? Okay. Okay. So we're going to give it a try. I'm going to try to record as much as I can when I can. So hopefully you stick around. I just want to show you where our cannons, we got all 6 of our cannons facing the river for our training today. This one right here, this is a mountain howitzer. It's a smaller gun. Our guys, we refer to them as prairie guns. We got another prairie gun. We got 3 prairie guns and 3 3-inch ordnance rifles that we use. You can see the train's a little noisy right now across the river, but our training purposes will be firing across the river over there. This would be a 3-inch ordnance rifle right here. Our guys just recently disassembled every one of these guns completely. Stripped all the old paint off of them, repainted the barrels, all the wheels, everything. They all look really nice. This is a nice area, huh, Terry? Yeah. Back here we got the limbers. We got 3 limbers. They're currently working on building a prairie limber, which would be a little smaller than these ones. I'll have a couple of videos to follow talking about just the history and how these guns actually hooked up, how they were pulled by horses, and how the men pulled them into battle and such. But up top we have our camp. Everybody, Joel, smoking. It's cool. It's cool. I thought you're supposed to have a ring around that.
JJ's good with fire. I trust him.
I'm gonna give this to Jerry, and Jerry's gonna take some video for us.
Loading 9 times. Load. Take cartridge. Tear cartridge. Charge cartridge. Ram cartridge. Draw rammer. Ram cartridge. Return rammer. Prime. Bring it to half cock, put the primer on, shoulder arms.
That's Private Monahan, 4th U.S. Corporal Smokey.
Who's this?
I don't even know yet. Private something, I imagine. Maybe I'll get a nickname. That'll be fun.
Private something. Nice to meet you, Private something.
Fire! Let's get her back in battery.
Fire!
All right, gentlemen.
Nearly.
We're trying to get footage here.
As you know, for the artillery, everything was produced back in the arsenals. A lot of times they're all in the forges and in the foundries. being produced in these arsenals. A lot of these rounds would be packaged in a crate, about 12 rounds, 10 rounds, depending on what size. They'd be packed in there with tow, the actual cartridge, and a box of fuses. Frankfurt Arsenal, Allegheny Arsenal, Waterford, West Point, all these foundries be producing shells, fuses, ammunition for the infantry, for us. To start off with fuses, a fuse is nothing more than a cardboard paper tube with compressed powder inside. They have hash marks of the amount of seconds on it, and it tells you on it how many seconds for one of these fuses. Allegheny Arsenal, they would package them in 5s. They would mark what seconds they were, wrap them in paper, crate them up, send them to the front. Frankfurt Arsenal did the same thing, except they used wooden blocks wrapped in paper because they wanted them to be safe and secure, a little bit more quality control. Now when you have these fuses, some of them would be bigger than what you expected. So you have a fuse block cutter. Same thing, it has your increments in seconds. You would put your fuse to what size you needed it, close it up, and you would cut the excess off. Once you do that, you are ready to put it in a fuse body. That is this. The men at the back of the limber would be getting the fuses cut and inserting it to whatever type of shell is needed. Now you have 4 different types of ordnances here. You have a bolt. This is solid shot. For this one, this is a Hotchkiss round. So it is made in 3 parts. You have a top, a base bottom, and a lead band. When it is fired, the base moves up, squishing the lead into the rifling, and spins this out the barrel. This is for taking out fortifications, boats on the river, maybe ships in the harbor, taking out important structures. I want to put a hole through a building, I'm going to use these. If I see maybe a counter battery firing on us, I want to try and hit that gun and dismount it. I'm using this. Next, we have what is known as the shell. This is a hollow-shaped ordnance. Inside it is filled with nothing but powder. This is to explode. So if anyone wants to pass this around, this is exactly what that shell is. Now they were mainly used with a impact fuse or a percussion fuse. You have the fuse body, a slider with a nipple and a percussion cap on it, and a top cap which is known as the anvil. When that round is fired, because of inertia, it is flung to the back and held there until it hits something hard. Once it hits something hard, that slider moves forward, the cap comes in contact with the anvil, sets off the cap, fire down into the powder train, and blows up the shell in the main charge. Shell is for taking out, let's say we have a battery. I want to try and hit the horses. I want to try and hit the limber, blow up the limber. If you have no ammunition, you can't fire back. So I'm going to use a shell. If you can't pull any of your rolling stock with the horses, that is in fact taken out. Maybe I want to destroy the caisson, your reserve ammunition. So I could use that. If you're a little bit closer, I can put your time fuse adapter in there and air burst it over the enemy. That will, in charge, break up into big fragments. Still a lot of concussion, might disorientate you, might give you a concussion. Anything within 8 feet of that explosion is not going to have a good day. Next we come to the case shot. Same thing as a shell, except it is hollow and filled with iron balls or lead balls, depending on when it was made. This is your shrapnel round. This is for taking out infantry advancing on you from a longer distance. Primarily, you're using a paper time fuse. You want this to burst 30 feet above the infantry and in front of the infantry. You want it to rain down on everyone in front of it. So it will break up into smaller fragments. Those iron balls will scatter, take out bigger holes in your infantry advancing line. So you are still using this at a medium range. Next, everyone's favorite. We love this round. It saves us more than anything. This is your canister round. This is nothing more than a tin can full of iron balls. You put sawdust in there so you don't hear them rattle, so it doesn't damage anything. At the beginning of the war, they used plaster. Not as effective. They held together. So we're using this under 600 yards. 600 yards, I am using one of these. If I start seeing the enemy advance even further, I'm using 2 of these. And at 100 yards, if I am very desperate, I will use 3 of these.
At one shot. At
One shot.
fire.
You cut off the powder on the other 2.
Now, you see that this has a wooden base plug? This is a Sabo.
Okay.
So this would be considered a fixed ammunition. That means the powder bag would be tied on to the end of this.
A fixed ammunition.
Fixed ammunition. Now with rifles, because you don't have a Sabo, it is considered non-fixed. So you have to put this in the barrel, ram it, put one of these in the barrel, ram it. So that's non-fixed ammunition. When you have something with a Sabo, it would be fixed ammunition. So this powder bag would be tied on the end. So if I'm using one of these, whole thing goes down the barrel. If I'm using 2, I throw one down, and I take the powder bag off and ram this down. Same thing with 3. 1 powder bag and 2 of these. Now these are different ammunitions, different makers. These are Hotchkiss. His idea with engaging the rifling was the lead band. Mr. Robert Parker Parrott, because he invented his own gun with a reinforced band at the breech end, he also came up with a different style of ammunition. As you can see, this is going to be a Parrott case shot. All the iron balls in there. No powder train, so you can see it goes all the way down. His idea was a brass cup at the back, just bolted on, that would engage the rifling. Same as the other one, solid shot, has bolts, shells, case. He didn't make his own canister. He had Hotchkiss do that.
Reload, buddy.
Yes. Take out the flag.
Oh, you dead man just got shot in the back. Oh, Randy's dead.
Can we charge and get the flag back?
That's not the one we want.
They took
Advance up, Craig.
ours. They took ours.
Crow just went down.
Advance infantry. Load. Fire on the cannon.
Ready, Trev. Fire on the cannon, ready? Move up, move up. Yep. You ready? Ready, aim.
Fire!
One more on the cannon crew, down.
Load! Because they're going for the cannon. Shoot him! This one up here is dead. With his suspenders right there.
Suspender down.
Yeah, he got you in the back.
Hurry up, reload.
I think I'm almost out of primers.
It's okay. Save the last one. Brian!
No.
Brian!
I got no cap.
Take your gun!
This is my last half, I think. I think we're gonna have to charge.
Grab the flag because he didn't want to
Shit.
He said, I'm playing Confederates
No.
like they play.
The objective was to grab the flag. We grabbed it twice. So Randy was just a sore loser.
You,
didn't hear
got it, yeah.
No, I didn't hear.
I climbed.
He grabbed it over here.
See where that trail?
No, even higher. Like I went all the way up on top of the hill.
You're nuts.
I came down this side.
Well, we found a trail right behind the garage.
That made it easy.
So he followed the trail.
Dave literally just, as soon as they start firing, Dave literally walked out and grabbed the flag.
And then I
He
took
said he
off.
started shooting at him, ran back.
Well,
and got
Randy
his other
chased him, and then you shot at him. And then I come from the backside of that tank all the way
Once I went
down.
down
So
the
you
hole,
came all the way around.
Paul was looking this way the whole time. I walked
He's
up
like,
behind
"Give me a
Paul. I
flag."
said, boom, you're dead.
How much video? How much video?
I grabbed the flag.
Mike, how much did you film on that?
It shows 7 minutes, 8 minutes of this now.
Did you point it our way at all?
Yeah.
What do you
Come
want?
here. Come here. Just say it one time. What happened?
What happened? I face planted.
Yeah. I won. You lost.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
Who said that?
Yeah. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How'd you sleep?
Good.
Did you?
Good, but cold.
Cold?
We laughed
It
until
got
we fell
cold this
asleep.
morning. Yeah, we tell like random stories and then like make up random names.
Like
Albert Einstein. I
Einstein.
don't know. We couldn't sleep, so we were bored, so we just did the most random things.
Oh, that's nice. It kept you entertained.
Is that what it meant?
Morning, Justin. Jesse, Bobby, Perry's. That's what it means. We're trying to figure this. Who put the flamingo in between Matt and? You know what that means? It means he's a swinger.
No.
You see it?
That's it.
What? Oh, was that you? I'm not gonna say anything to him because he thinks it was some random person coming down the trail that did that. But that's, I had to. He goes, "What the hell does that mean?" I looked it up on my phone, and it said that at campsites, it's known you're a swinger.
Just saw that story. It's like he's like, I must do something with it.
Okay, well, it's good because we're gonna keep hammering him on it.
Really?
Sometimes I like to, but
Morning, fellas. Morning.
Well, it looked more like a carrot. It wasn't even.
So, the thing we're talking about. Morning, Paul. Mike is right here. This little flamingo. Apparently it was Justin, but Matt doesn't know that. But we got this this right here.
That's okay.
Sirs?
Nothing really private going on.
Good morning.
Yeah.
What's up with this flamingo?
Well, I don't know, maybe.
I already told him about it.
All right.
You think it would have been like a random?
Well, just so it don't get random over by my tent, you know.